Okay, so Crystal thought it would be a good idea to redo one of the videos. I thought it was perfection, but she thinks otherwise. And so we're going to go over a little stuff. Once that great band of the Hawk was led to their destruction by you-know-who, all heck has broken loose in the kingdoms surrounding that whole area. In particular, we'll focus on Midland, because that's where we know folks. But this is what happened after the evil was released at the death of those wonderful folk. Villages start being pillaged by raiders masquerading as mercenaries, that sort of thing. Plagues have hit, the rats are everywhere, avalanches, rainstorms, it's just pestilence, everything has poured down. And it's clearly the act of the release of that demonic horde. They're not only after guts, they're after everybody, looking for whom they might devour. Out of this storyline jumps a man named Lord Laban. Caught the name, and I said to myself, Laban. In the Old Testament, Laban is the father-in-law of Jacob, who will become Israel. And Jacob is a real trickster, but he's not half the trickster that his father-in-law Laban was. So I kept thinking that this general was going to be a trickster, but all indications are that Lord Laban is a good guy, because they come upon a village that has been decimated, and he says to his underling, the second in command, hey, take care of these people. And the underling was thinking, wow, these are just peasants. We don't need to take care of these people. Let's just move on. After all, we have a mission, and it looks like that mission is to go after the Black Swordsman, our friend Guts. So this is the mission they're on, but he stops them in their tracks and said, you take care of these people. So it's hard to think that General Laban is anything but a good guy, even though he's pursuing our friend Guts. So far, he's a good guy. We'll see what happens. We have all this going on, and it's interesting that Laban says, I'm going to go check out the next village. He finds it in absolute chaos. The rats are everywhere, the bodies are everywhere. There's one old man still alive. He says to Laban, he says, I'm the last of my family. I'm not going anywhere. So Laban leaves and goes back to his second in command, learns of what's happening in Midland. The king is dying. Midland is a disaster, obviously. And all the king wants is to see his daughter. Well, now, why would Charlotte want to go see that king, even if it is her father? And she's resisting it. He's crying out just to be warm. Somebody light a fire. I'm dying here. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he'll be plenty warm. He'll be plenty warm. And Charlotte is still an interesting character. She doesn't want to go see her father, but she's still pining away for none other than him whose name we will not mention, calling him Lord so-and-so. What's with this girl? She's just a knucklehead. She's just a silly girl. But interestingly, the whole villages and the kingdoms in this area all have had a familiar vision. And it's of this white dove-like creature coming. And to many, if not all, he seems like an angel of light. And I'm reminded what Paul says, the Apostle Paul. And he said, in essence, I don't care if the devil comes disguised as an angel of light. If he gives you a message other than one I'm giving you, let him be accursed. The people are mixed up. They're really messed up because they think this vision that they've seen is their salvation. Flashes of the book of Revelation flashing through my head. The man on the white horse, a bow and no arrows. People thinking that he's good. I think maybe not so good. Not so good. But here's the interesting thing, and it's where I want to end it. We have Guts, our friend Guts. Good guy Guts. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone, Guts. And he's being pursued by two factions who we don't know if they're working together or not. I suspect not. He's being pursued by the Holy See and his, I'm just going to call him his Swiss army. And the other is the army led by General Laban. And they're all after Guts. So I haven't gotten any further than this. I don't know where it's going. but I want to find out, which is why I'm ending this video right here.